Greetings, salutations, what's good, everybody? So it's finally time to handle this Yap session for XG and their full album, their first one, The Core. We got 10 songs on this album, so a lot of the songs that I know we heard, like for instance, Gala, Hypnotize, Four Seasons. So for them, they're not really going to have any like specific like yaps, just more so revisiting them real quickly. But the other songs, the other 7 songs, including PS 118, which we've been told is a group version, so it should be a bit different. Interested in knowing why that's the last song on the album. So the tracking I'm going to be, paying attention to, considering the type of song PS 118 was. This one isn't the one featuring
Rhapsody.
Yeah.
Then that makes me wonder why the single release was the one member and like.
Yeah. So.
I mean, not that hasn't happened before, where a single release is a feature, and then on the album it's um like the group or the singer by themselves.
Yeah.
Freak Me Now by Jessie Ware is like that, but that song's a banger. Roisin Murphy, I side eye you. We are all side eye you because you're some of the things that you've said as of late. But "Freak Me Now" is a banger. Yeah,
Oh
but
man.
yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited
Yeah.
because it's every song that we've listened to so far off the album that's been a single release has, I think, we rated them all like 10 out of 10 or close to a 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
And we just did the Hypnotize music video reaction last week when it came out on Friday. We've done Gala, of course, at the end.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like the end of last year. Oh wait, yeah, it
It
was.
was
Was
it
it
was
the
like
end of?
October. Yeah.
Right, right. We did Four Seasons recently too, and PS 118. We've done video reactions and Yap sessions, so that's all in the playlist. So yeah, check those out.
Yep. All right. Well, with that said, let's jump into the album and see what we got cooking with Exno. Maybe it's supposed to be like a signal. I think that's what this
You gotta embiggen it for me.
I don't think it's gonna end big in
Okay, so we're just gonna go with whatever you say.
XIGNAL. Yes. XIGNAL. That's the intro, as they say. All right, here we go. Sounds like we're trying to contact somebody.
Like a chorus of voices out
Mm.
in the deepest depths of space.
Yep. Sugoi. Goodbye.
So I definitely understand the signal part of that because that does sound like a message or something you've received, um,
Yeah.
like that someone's trying to make contact. uh Interplanetary in on a galactic space, or like when you watch Hypnotized, I mentioned that it felt very oceanic, so
Mm-hmm.
it could also be, I mean, to me the ocean and space are one and the same, vast bodies that we know little to nothing about. I mean, I
Mm-hmm.
think we actually know more about space than we know about our oceans, but it's all, to me, it's all a reflection of each other, and there's so much life in both, as above, so below. And that's what it feels like it's calling to you. When we watched the Hypnotized video, I said it felt like they were sirens calling to us to bring us, to the rocky shores. And that's kind of what this is like. Here's the introduction of, hey, do you hear us? And then all of a sudden, like, then it's Hypnotized. I don't know what's next, but it's just like,
Gala.
yeah, now here we are. I have I have a theory building, and it's one song. I have a theory building. But yeah, I think the intro is very, it feels very, uh, I want to say religious, but I don't think that that's the right word I'm looking for. It does feel very heavenly bodies. Um, and it is quite intriguing. Like I really do love instrumentals like that draws you in. And when you think about it, like on a stage aspect, it's a good walkout song. It's a good, the band's prepping,
Mm-hmm.
the montage on the screens of the group, and like whatever this era's concept is flashing up, and then like they either come out in robes or they come down, from above with wings or however. I know alphas have let us know that that XG's overall theme is extraterrestrial, alien-like. So
Hmm.
I think this intro fits perfectly with that.
Yeah, yeah. Um, I got like the instrumentals very well laid. I love like the almost like the Interstellar type of vibes we're getting from it. I am interested to see where this intro takes the entire album, and the tracking and the packaging. But yeah, outside of that, I think I'm just gonna transition into Gala, which is a song that we've heard
Yeah.
probably thousands of times. I know already it's like 1,000 of times. It feels like it, but we gonna play that shit again, and that's our lowering into the world.
Yep. Let me re-download it. Let me just get my phone, re-download the song.
Mr. Oh man.
So good. It's just so good. Yeah, 100 out of 10 every time.
Oh yeah.
Every time. I need there's 2 George Michael videos with the supermodels of the 80s and 90s that I need to see someone edit this song over. Um yeah, this it's just fly. It's just fly as fuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything that we said and our reaction just holds true. No, yeah, this song I've been listening to so much. How many? I don't know how many times I have played it. I want to say at least like maybe I'm underselling myself of saying like 400 times or something like that. Maybe I'm underselling because this is the album version. So the single version, where is okay? Here we go. So on the actual version, I've played it just about 400 times, 347. So you know, I was just like jamming to this song. You know, my plane ride to Japan was great.
Did I just keep Sophie Ellis Bextor in
Yes.
your little playlist?
Yes.
Sorry
yes.
guys, I know it's an XG video.
Yes, in my playlist of music here.
There's a couple of songs that
Yes.
you know, I'm just like, I can't wait to slide them to like, no, my sorry guys.
Yo,
If you like
actually
XG,
crazy.
listen to Sophie Ellis. Yes.
Yeah, it's actually crazy because I played it 347 times. The song length 3 minutes and 47 seconds. I could not have like you could have not played this like or like position this better. Like
yeah, you gotta that means you gotta play those numbers. You gotta play those numbers.
Oh yeah, 347. Oh yeah, you already know. You already know.
Yeah, 100 out of 10.
Yes.
It hits just as hard the first time as whenever the last time is. It's just I think it's always going to be one of the songs that are everlasting just by the sheer groove of it. And I can't wait to like since it did come out at the end of the year to add this to my spring and summer rotation, and I'm like I really can't. I really can't. Like I've been kind of on the not listening to music wave, but that's mostly just, you know, my seasonal depression talking. But like yeah, I can't wait to add this to my spring summer playlist. I truly 100 out of 10 song every time. Fucking slaps.
Yeah. Next song is Rock the Boat, and I believe this one is the one that was inspired by Aaliyah's Rock the Boat. Oh man, let's
I love that song. That's such a good slow jam. That's such a good slow jam.
Let's see. I think they use interpolation for this. Leah worked the middle. Okay. All right. Rock the Boat by XG. So yeah, I definitely heard some of the interpolation and some of the what you call it homage to Aaliyah's version of Rock the Boat. Even the lyric that they mentioned Leah's name in, wonder if that's a direct like you know, call out / homage to the original song itself. Yeah, I think like especially like listening to the song, I like the instrumental, I like the arrangement. The lyrics is I mean, this is one of those girl in love in like girl in love, boy in love songs. And with the lyrics are like, normally I don't get this crazy, it's like when you get those butterflies. If
Mhm.
you want to talk about how this relates over to the entire terrestrial,
And
that word, yeah, terrestrial,
ex
extra,
extraterrestrial?
well, yeah, maybe it's
Inter
that. There's both.
interstellar? Are you trying to
There's
say
no,
interstellar,
I
extra
think it's extraterrestrial. There we go. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I don't know
okay.
why I would say interterrestrial. Like that's probably his word. Yeah,
I think you were trying to say, like,
Uh,
intergalactic or interstellar mixed with
yeah.
extraterrestrial.
There we go. Yeah, extraterrestrial. There we go.
It's trifical.
Yeah. Though these words out here. Hey man, we're gonna be on our Kai Sanat, so reading the books.
Hey, all
Uh,
language is made up anyway.
yeah.
All language is made up anyway.
Yes. So with the extraterrestrial type of love story, well, when you're coming from another world, well, it does feel like you're coming from two worlds that you don't know, and love is another world to I mean everybody.
Mhm,
It's a whole nother
mhm,
field to conquer with emotions that you don't really know. What like especially I recently watched the music video from Chu, from formerly from Luna, and hers was talking about making a how we orbit around each other in terms of like love,
mhm,
right? And that was like Luna's concept, orbits, and so was the fandom name Orbits.
mhm,
And I feel like XG with this song kind of fits that same mold. When you're in love with somebody, you kind of like want to be a part of their solar system, and not just orbit around them only. And so when you get like emotions like this, when you don't really know what to do, it's like kind of giddy and giggly. That's how I'm getting with this song. Like, you rock the boat, basically, like, you rock my world, and
mhm.
now I'm all in a state of confusion, and I need to work out my emotions. When they're saying hot, like, you got me hot, you turned me up a notch, sped me up a couple of knots. you know um yeah, when I see these lyrics, I'm just like, okay, yeah, hot and bothered, don't know what to do with yourself right now, in this world, like, you've been isekai'd, and you gonna have to feel out, you gonna have to do something with these emotions, gonna have to be
Mm.
settled some way somehow. So yeah, yeah, that's what I'm
So you
seeing with
got a
the
grade
lyrics.
for it? Like, how you feeling about it overall?
Overall, I'm at an 8. Overall, I'm at an 8 at the moment. Yeah, I think I'm at an 8, where I like, yeah, from arrangement to
Yeah.
song, yeah,
I think I'm like 7.58 as well. Um, because obviously I groove through the whole thing. It's very
yeah,
easy to listen to. And for me it fits in, whereas Gala reminds me of a lot of 90s dance tracks and club tracks and house tracks and
yeah.
and music like that. This song reminds me of very 2000s. We're mixing R&B, hip hop, pop, like meshing it a bit more. Like, I think of no chains to unlock, so free to do what it's he loves me. I think I think that's Dream. I think that girl group's called Dream, but it's like it reminds me of like that music around that time, but also there's a couple like um K-pop tracks that were coming out like 2015 too, that this reminds me of, where it's just marrying those styles of music into this new style of pop.
Which is X
Yeah, and it
pop,
makes
which is what,
yeah.
that's the music they want to bring. That's the
Mm,
genre of the XG. They want to bring X pop and make that.
mm,
Well, now their XG's new global. Well, their focus is now global officially.
mhm,
Was it before,
mm.
which is interesting. I thought it was always like kind of like global, but their CEO said that now they're pushing the American market.
Good,
Especially this year
good.
and beyond, so that they can bring X pop.
Yeah,
Something that's bit different. Yeah.
yeah. Um, yeah. So because it made like Gala, it makes me feel nostalgic for music that I've listened to before, but it's still very XG. Like it sounds it's very reminiscent of music I've heard before, but with XG's flavor, which makes it stand out on its own. I think I'm gonna really have to after we listen to the whole album, how I feel, because I'm thinking of like Hypnotize and Gala, and to me, those two songs marry rather well. Um, Maybe this might be like the little sister of PS 118. And right now, what was the other one? Four Seasons it's called?
Four Seasons. Yeah.
Yeah, that one's very like melodic. Yeah, I'm really trying to figure out what's the theme overall. I think like hearing the intro, then hearing Gala, I do feel that very interstellar vibe. And with Hypnotize, like I said, it's very oceanic to me. Um, Heavenly bodies, otherworldly. This feels very on Earth,
Mhm.
if that makes sense. Like even though the feelings are new, like new, profound, and like you mentioned, once you fall in love or you meet someone that you like or that you're falling for, that you're crushing on, it does feel like you're off your access, you know, and you're trying to readjust, and you're trying to come down and figure out how you guys orbit each other. Like I like the way you put that out there. But it does feel very earthbound, as where I felt with some of the other music, it's out of this world, or
Mhm.
just above below kind of this world. So yeah, I'm very interested to see how I feel about this song once we listen to the whole album. But it's a bop. I listen to it again. It's one of those things where one of those songs where I need to listen to it over and over. I do find it quite enjoyable. I do like the lyrics, and there are certain lyrics that you mentioned. I was like, oh, like that feels very um mileage, and things that you would use when talking about travel,
Mhm.
interstellar or sea travel. So yeah, yeah, just gotta. So yeah, I'm like at a 7.58 with this song.
Alright. All right. With that said, "Take My Breath" is the next song.
Before we out of time, we out of line, we on a ride, so
Okay.
alive, life, so take my breath away, come take my breath, take my breath away, come take my last breath from now until the end, that won't do us apart.
Okay. "Take My Breath Away." What did you think?
It's giving tension 3. It's giving disco 2. Bring it back to a place of Kylie. Um, it just like as I was listening to it, I was just like, "Ooh, like yeah, I could
Disco
hear
vibes.
Kylie
Yeah.
Minogue. Yeah, I can hear Kylie Minogue on the mix of this. This could have been. We could have listened to this. They could have opened up for Kylie at the Tension tour. This would have fit right in. Yeah, no, this was a bop. It's just really good. I love disco music. I love dance music.
Mhm.
So having that be the genre that they're playing with in this song is very pleasing to me. Very much in my wheelhouse. Um, and it's yeah, I could see it just throwing this on and everyone in the club just like jumping up, like breathe it, like just having a good
Mhm.
time. It's and like getting up close to someone and just dancing and just being very intimate with them. But like in a fun, playful manner.
Yeah.
Um, I think I'm like at a 8.5 with it. I wanna listen to it. I definitely wanna listen to it more. Between this and Rock the Boat, this is the song I wanna
Mhm.
listen to. Like, I'm not counting Gala. We
Mhm.
already know how we feel about that.
Yeah.
We're talking about, like, the newer songs, right? This one I would like to definitely play over and have my thoughts on it expand and my feelings on it grow. Um, 'Cause it to me, yeah, it is just there's something very yummy in there. And I really like the lyrics too. It's like it's bringing over your thoughts on Rock the Boat
Yeah.
about crushing on someone and trying to calibrate yourself to being around them, and that's what this feels like, right? But you're at that point in the relationship where it's just like, oh yeah, no, I'm stuck on stupid. I'm
Yeah.
like, I need to be with you. And being with you just makes me feel like my breath catches. And I want every breath I breathe to be with you. But in a fun pop dance way.
Yeah.
Like instead of like, romantic ballad kind of thing. And I love that. And the fact that it's reminding me of music that I already love. I mean, but that's what I'm getting with the album so far. It just feels very reminiscent or nostalgic, just as touching on something in the back of my head that's like, "Oh, yeah, I've heard songs like this before, and it's what I like, and it's giving me those nice fuzzy feelings." But yeah, I like it, and I definitely could see it being with them on stage, being the chant song,
Mhm.
for the crowd and just having, like, a good time and the lights flashing, and it's just, like, a real party when the song comes on. Yeah, I like it, I dug it. I dug it a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah. I think I'm about the same where it comes to, so about an 8 with the song. Similar to Rockable. It's a
Mhm.
Rockable. Rock
Rock-a-boat.
rock the boat. See, I'm thinking rock the boat. Yeah, see.
Flip, flip, flip,
Thinking
flip.
about the
Yeah,
the Aaliyah song is
yeah.
now stuck in my head now. But yeah, similar to the meetings that were happening in Rock the Boat by XG on the previous track. If we were to take that last track seems more grounded with Rock the
Mhm.
Boat, even though we are talking about like orbiting people and stuff like that. This one you can hear more of the well, now it's out of this world type of thing.
Mhm.
Within the instrumental and like within the lyrics, it's like, you know, you come to somebody's world, right? And you want to know everything about them with Rock the Boat because everything about them is changing your perception and your perspective of this little thing called love, right?
Mhm.
Now it's like you're beyond the head over heels, where it's like I feel like it's like a consumption
Yeah.
of
You're stuck on
maybe,
stupid.
yeah, literally stuck on stupid cloud nine, all of the
Mhm.
idioms that you can throw out, and I feel like this one is just now that level turned up a bit, to where we're past the infatuation phase,
Yeah.
and it's like every little thing that you do, calling out every single song
Yeah.
that from back in the days. You know, that's what it feels like the lyrics are, you know, gearing us towards, especially for how we turned it up and took it like to a whole new era. So this is like a whole new
Mm.
era of love. And you know, when you think about the core being the title of it, these are so far songs that shakes people to their core or changes, I feel like right now, changing the core meaning of how people are exploring, you know, the depths of attraction slash
And
like the depth
feeling.
and feelings and emotions right now. So that's what I'm gathering, especially for now with the lyrics. You know, we're
Yeah.
technically 3 songs in,
Yeah.
not including the intro. So yeah.
So, like, to go from, like, to pick up on what you just said there, it, the intro, it's the signal
Hmm.
from space or signal out to space. Gala is the ascension, or like
Hmm.
you're viewing the heavenly body, the alien form. Rock the boat is more grounded. You've landed.
Hmm.
You're experiencing these things. You're like, humans, love, what's that? And
Hmm.
then this song is like starting to make you feel floaty. You're starting to rise again, but you're rising with them, like, because it makes you like all giggly and bubbly and
Yes.
that disco feeling. Yes.
Yes. Yes. Oh man, because I mean, you think about when the disco ball gets lowered down, and then like
Yep.
the spaceships like come down.
Mhm.
Hey, we're about to touch Earth, or and then
Mhm.
everything gets illuminated. That is,
Mhm.
and that's breathtaking. So,
Yep.
um, yeah, that's, and I mean, dancing does also take your breath away.
Yep.
So, and it's a connection that happens. So, I'm interested
Yeah.
to see exactly how we follow this up with No Good. What is No Good going to be?
You know I'm cool, you know I'm fly, you know I'm bringing you the time. You know it's good, know what you like. I do my thing, I do that now. So you know it's me, it only gets better. But I can sit and wait for it. You ain't no good, I ain't gonna lie. You got me hoping, wish you would.
We have our baby making jam with No Good. So looking at the lyrics, this one is going from hey infatuation, rock the boat, then well going from rock the boat to take my breath to like, all right, look, you are having second thoughts about love. You are making things complicated. There is no better option than me. Nobody else is
Mhm.
good except for me. There is no other option. It's just me.
Right.
That's
Right.
that's that's what this is, right? It's like you can, You know, it says you could try to find a type, but they only made it one time, and I am that special one. This is it. This is all you got. There's no other
Yeah.
option. Stop looking in other directions. Stop playing games type of song. Yeah, that's essentially like what I'm getting from like the vibes of the song. Um, Not particularly sure about where this song's placement fits overall, because now I'm more so going to look at the entire album to figure out where this track would be. Because I maybe like as I'm with Hypnotize coming up next, and then we'll get like the actual lyrics breaking down too. We'll give a, I guess, one of those things where like directions has been taken, mainly because I'm thinking like, all right, well, we just touchdown landed, right? With a Gala, we've in Gala like shows off the multiple different facets of, if you want to say, of a person, like they're at their core. And then you have Rock the Boat and Take My Breath, which are definitely more in line with, you know, a first love and being infatuated and then being head over heels. And now this is like more so like, yeah, I got everything. Ain't no other girl like me. And this is almost like, I mean, hey, at people's core, they're selfish. People can be very selfish, right? And very needy. And this is what a song that like I'm getting with it. And that's the only thing, like I'm kind of confused more so the placement of it, but then it just has to go along, I guess, what we get with like Hypnotize, and if tracking will be something that like for this particularly matters, because we've listened to a lot of albums like together so far when we've done album reactions, and sometimes tracking like for certain artists isn't as important, and they're not trying to tell an overall message. Just each song needs to be graded like individually. So if I had to give a grade, I'm not a big fan of the instrumental, but I am a fan of the lyrics per se. More so to see how they stand out. So I'm looking at the see. I'm gonna give this a 7. I'm gonna give this a 7. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm with you. So this is our R&B track. And I think before I get into my thoughts on the lyrics and so on, just the way the track is edited, I'm not a big fan of. I just wish they slowed it down in 2 parts. I just wish they took out that first slowdown, and just kept it at the end to keep it a more linear R&B groove. Um, Because every time like when that happened, it took me out of the song, because like I was like in it, and then it's just like, oh, okay. Um, yeah. I think that's what's really throwing me about the song overall. Um, yeah, because I think if it had just been that mostly straight through, and then just kept that slowed down bit there at the end, the break the bridge or whatever, I think I would have liked the song a lot more. So yeah, this is the confidence song. This is um when I was made, they broke the mold, and you will never find another one like me. You're gonna keep trying to look, like you said, in other places for me, or pale imitations of me, but
Yeah.
there is none. Again, they broke
This
the
is the
mold.
only
I'm
one.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the one and only. And I love songs like that. I love
Yeah.
songs where anyone is standing on business, especially a woman, or a non-binary person. Just like, nah, bitch. It does not get better than this. And
One in a million.
I yeah, I really really enjoyed that about the lyrics, and just how playful it is in that sense. Um, what I'm getting from the album thus far is we're definitely dipping into every genre. We got a dance track, we got a house track, we got R&B, we got pop. So I'm just
We're definitely gonna get a
like,
ballad, because Four Seasons was a ballad.
yeah. So right now I'm just questioning the cohesion of it all. I think Um, I do prefer when albums are more cohesive and tell a story. There is something building here, and I agree with you. On the next re-listen of Hypnotize and then the songs after to see what the overall theme of the album is. Um, because okay, so let's say the intro is the signal to let you know we're out here. Gala is here's our introduction. Look at us. You're enthralled by us.
Hmm.
We are like look at just all the things we can do. Oh, and then rock the boat. I peep you, you peep me. There's a bit of chemistry here. Something's going on. This feels different than what I'm used to. And what's the song after that?
It was Take My Breath or No Good.
Take My Breath is oh, we're really in it now. And then this song is like you said, don't
Hmm.
question what we've got going on, just go with it. What we're feeling is what we're feeling, and you don't need to be afraid of that. There's no need to look outside of what we've got because I can see, like, yeah, you're looking for pale imitations of me.
Hmm.
Stop looking for stop looking for that when I'm exactly what you want and that's right in front of you. No need to question it. So, I mean, if this is how we are perceiving the album so far,
Through
it's gonna
multiple
be
different genres, yeah,
right.
that's where they're going to find its uniqueness in.
Yeah. So it's
Yeah,
gonna be interesting to see how the rest of the album comes together.
yeah. Okay. Now for Hypnotize.
Alrighty, 10 out of 10. Don't even need to play.
Sorry, 10 out of 10.
Ready, 10 out of
Yeah.
10.
Cause every time I clock tick tock like this, every little step I cast your mask. Always on top, top, top. I'm hypnotizing.
Yeah. This one is
10 out of 10.
easy 10 out of 10, just like Gala.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, easy 10 out of 10. The lyrics, meaning of the song, how it could fit and everything. It obviously not, with Hypnotize and just the previous songs, going through different genres of music, and I'm going to assume that's going to be the rest of the album as well. I mean, two of them we do
Mm-hmm.
know, Four Seasons and PS 118, are legit two different genres of music. The Four Seasons is a ballad, PS 118 was a hip hop boom bop. And if that is the case with this album, then that is at its core, you're getting multifaceted person, a person that enjoys multiple different things, right? And you can have like albums that don't have one set genre, but that means everything has to come together for like a
Mm-hmm.
bigger reason. And this is just off the basic assumptions because we know what two more of the songs are going to be.
Mm-hmm.
I'm expecting Up Now and or B to be two different genres as well. When we do get to them, the question of the matter is the subject matter. Because even Hypnotize is a song that is like, hey boy or hey girl,
Mm-hmm.
I got you at a spell now. It's trouble for you. Right now, love can be hypnotizing, right? So it just seems that so far a lot of this is built on the back of love and attraction, and the different emotions slash moods that can come from just that topic itself. Yeah, easy 10 out of 10 song. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. 10 out of 10. Go watch our music video reaction discussion.
Mhm.
Like I love, we break down just exciting like the song makes us.
Yeah.
But on this second listen, like 'cause when we watched it, I was like, oh, let me download it, but I wanted to wait for our album listening to listen to it again to get a fresh perspective instead of like listening it to all weekend. And on the second listen, yeah, it's definitely it just is as good as I initially felt and thought. Thinking of the video itself and how I mentioned it is very oceanic. They feel like sirens calling to you. And I guess with how we're perceiving the album thus far and the themes of it, previous song is, "Hey, stop looking elsewhere, because I'm right here. You're
Hmm.
looking for pale imitations." And then Hypnotize just goes into, "All right, I'm gonna prove it to you.
Yeah.
Listen to me. I'm gonna cast my little magical spell, and all you're gonna see is me. You're in trouble now. I'm gonna whatever doubt you had we're not playing that game." Um, and yeah, I feel like I still hold that it's very otherworldly, and they definitely have their an XG signature style.
Yeah.
Um, the way that it breaks down, like it just listen to the album and the amount of songs that we've listened to thus far that, aren't on this album and music videos that we've reacted to, I could tell the moment when a rap is gonna happen. Is that like I don't like it's just very I think I've got their sequence down.
Yeah.
And that's I mean, it's a signature, so that's not a bad thing, especially is this their like first full album?
Well, I mean, they've had a lot of other EPs. So since
Okay.
the last, what, 3
Um,
years or so.
mm,
So following that wave, first full album with this many songs, yes, because the other EPs had like 4 songs here, 5 songs here,
mm,
but this is
okay.
LP, so a long play.
All right. So, yeah, they do have a very signature breakdown of singing and rapping styles.
Mhm.
Uh which I guess can be comforting, but um I caught on to it very quickly. It's like it's just a little to me I'm just like I wonder I guess I would have to listen to their first album to see what the evolution of XG is like, to see if this is what they've decided to be their concrete signature of how they break stuff down and how they go forward in distributing lines and flows in their songs.
Mhm.
Um yeah, this song's 10 out of 10. I'll listen to it over and over again. I can't wait to rewatch the video. I didn't even watch the video this weekend. I mean, there's also a big snowstorm here and I'm exhausted
Mhm.
from shoveling, but like, yeah, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 song.
Yeah. Oh man. Up next, we have up now. Yeah. Up next, we have up now.
Up
So,
now.
let's jump into that one.
Sitting on the beach, somewhere in the Malibu. When I'm crushing with my girls, they the ones I'm gonna choose.
Okay.
So you like royalty, like I'm a queen, yeah. Step up in it, then I kill it, I repeat, yeah. Keep going up now. Make 'em on there, cause I'm up now. Driving uptown. Baby in a bed, she a baller. Up now. Yes, I'm not down. Up now.
We going up from
Mhm.
here. It's only up from here. Yeah, that was that was a bop. That was a bop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 10 out of 10 are obviously really, really enjoyable. Really enjoyable. And I like Hypnotize going into this.
Hmm.
Like it does feel like a natural progression with these two songs. And so now we
Hmm.
have our hip hop song.
Yeah.
Um it yeah, that was really good. I really, really like that song a lot. Um I feel okay, so like if hypnotize is the spell that we're casting on the person that's looking outside and in other directions,
Hmm.
this is the song that's like, okay, look, you're either in or you're out.
Yeah.
There's only going up from here. Like no more playing these games. There's no need for that. And at the end of the day, I'm gonna go out and do my own damn thing.
Yeah.
And I love a song like that. That's it's like it's another confidence song. Um, and it's really just fun to listen to. And the lyrics were really fun. And yeah, no, I want to run that one back because yeah, I just want to break down the lyrics one more time. But from what I absorbed, good stuff. Yep.
Yeah. We are going from girls to grown-ups on this one.
Mm.
And that might be like one of the evolution of like XG sound from beginning to where they're at right now in their artistry too. We're grown up now, so listen, we ain't got time to be playing games. The only games we're trying to be playing right now is video games. That's it. That's it. We only try to play video games. If we want to play games, we go get sponsorships and endorsements for that. But we don't need, to be playing games and playing circles with life. At the end of this day, right? Because at my core, I ain't trying to
life
waste,
or my heart. Thank you very much. I'm not trying to waste time. Yeah.
Yes. So to the other person involved in this relationship or situationship, whichever you want to call it, I need to get your act together because I'm up now.
Yeah.
Like, don't come back to me after I'm up. Right? Listen, we gave chances, we touched down. Look, you steered my heart in so many different directions, and and now, like, as they say, like, yo, I'm going up now, making them mad because I'm up now. I mean, like, yo, you could have been here with me.
Right. And it's also that thing, like, it makes me think of Lady Gaga, Beyonce's Telephone, where it's like, I'm out, I'm busy. Don't try to call me because I'm out having fun.
Yeah.
And you're like, again, you could have been here.
Oh yeah.
You chose not to be here. Stop trying to blow my phone. Like, I mean, lyrically they are different, but there's a theme. There's a theme of like, look, I'm out doing my own damn thing. You could have been here with me. You chose not to, so I'm gonna hang out with my girls. I like the I'm gonna go get a tan and like all that stuff. Just like I'm just gonna go out and do my own damn thing. Yeah. Good stuff.
So I'm gonna do my own thing. Get my nails dirt. As they say here, high fashion in Milan. Listen, it's baddie era. Yeah, that's essentially it. Yeah, it's baddie era.
Look what you lost. Look at me going here, there, and everywhere. And it's like, doesn't even also just have to be in a relationship. It could just be people who came into your life, upended your life, and then all of a sudden thought that whatever they were trying to accomplish with looking the other way or speaking out the side of their face. Yeah. And it's now I'm gonna go out and we could have been doing this together.
Yeah. Oh man.
So
well, moving from up now to obviously Reed's bro. ORB. Right? No. Yeah.
Wait, I was gonna say embiggen it, but you can't. Yeah. Like
ORB obviously Reed's bro. Oh, and it's explicit. They got the E next to it.
They're gonna be like, "Fuck you, bitch." No, I don't know.
We'll have to find out. Let's see what obviously Reed's bro is all about.
Oh, rock and roll. Gotta rock and roll.
Okay. I can't.
Look, wait. Hold on a second, because like they took a risk. They took a risk.
Oh my God.
And there are parts that really do pay off, and there are other ones that are just very it is very pop punk. It is very 2000 mid 2000s pop punk.
Tonight's the night.
Like I was thinking, like, Little Mama and Avril Lavigne kind of thing, throwing her with like what people think Taylor Swift is now, like
when darkness turns to light.
Well, a little bit more upbeat. Yeah,
a little bit more, right? Yeah. It's not. We're not going to full on darkness. Right. It's like I write sins.
Like, hey, you
Yeah.
I don't like your girlfriend like that.
Yeah.
Like
What you know
girlfriend,
about me?
like
What you know about me?
right, yeah.
Yeah.
It is very
Oh
that.
man.
So I know where we're pulling from. I know
Whew.
where we're pulling from. It's also there's a lot of um yeah, like fuck you, I'm just out doing my own thing, jumping in the pool off the like from off the roof and like spray thing, like spray the silly string. Oh, we're having like that's what and
Whew.
convertible hands out the window, wind blowing. There's a very specific things that I'm thinking. Yeah. Look, well, I like the chorus. I like the chorus a lot. I like the chorus a lot. That part, I'm just like, yeah, I could get down because I was that teen. I was that teen for a little while, and there's still that teen in me, that could have fun listening to that, and you know, take this song in a good naturally way, right? Um, some of the
I,
lyrics are really cringe.
yeah. But I look at
But
it. I look at it as like this song is like kind of support for Kokona. Which if you look at the
mhm,
lyrics,
mhm,
yeah, because if you think about it in the position of Kokona coming out, just
mhm.
like look, like it's like you're just my bruh. The lyrics are really
Yeah, yeah. But
really
it's
interesting.
also a way to for let's taking out Kokona,
Yeah.
right? Right. It is that co-opting of male bonding language, which a
Hmm.
lot of us do. Like I do call a lot of other women and non-binary people bro or dude, so it's not out of the realm of
Yeah.
it's very much the zeitgeist, very much what a lot of us do. Um and it's the conceptual idea of to the boys, you don't like what we're doing, we're going to and we're gonna do it better what you do.
Yeah.
Like it really is. You don't like it, go fuck yourself. If we're thinking of it in how we're perceiving the album thus far, it's that guy or the partner who couldn't make up their mind, no matter how much you were like, hey, like this is it, this is what you got.
Yeah.
All right, you're not trying to make this work. Get the fuck out of here. I'm gonna the song previous was like, yeah, I'm just gonna go out and do my own thing, and this is definitely doubling down on that. Like
Yeah.
you don't like how I move? Get the fuck out. Like so that I enjoy the energy. The song. I enjoy the energy that it is bringing to the yes. Some of the lyrics are very like okay, okay, but it's fun. I think I want to give it a 7.5 because I really do like that chorus a lot. Like
Mhm.
that chorus to me is a lot of fun. And the chanting I like. I like a chant song.
Yeah.
But that was it's definitely a grower, not a shower. I think. Like I have to listen to it a few times to really oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's a
Yeah.
risk. Yes.
This song definitely out of left field. Um expecting what genre would pop up after it's like after we call on to like okay, we're gonna get a lot of different flavors. I just listened to Dreamcatcher Sion's her rock group called CRTK, right? Or Critical, right?
Mhm.
And their album, funny enough, did something nearly identical where it starts off as a rock album, right? And you're just like, oh,
Mhm.
and then you get some heavy metal, and then they just hit you with this disco bop out of like nowhere, right? And I was just
Mhm.
losing my I'm like, bro, what is going on? Like, it's one of those things. And so you get albums like this where you just don't know what is gonna happen, right?
Mhm.
That's XG at like this is X pop, right? This is their
Yeah.
own brand. You don't know what they're going to throw at you. But as I look at how one of the ways that they want to describe X pop and just their overall brand itself, right? They just want to make music for people to have a good time. And the good music holds value on its own. And they said that this album expresses a timeless journey that transcends boundaries of time, space, and culture. And I could feel the definitely could feel the culture in this one, because yo son, the bruh culture, the early pop punk, 2000s, could definitely feel that, right? So if this song, I mean, obviously the song had multiple different meanings, right? But it's like we're skipping out of class. I don't know when's the last time, we haven't been in class in forever. So, but like for everybody else, like, what's up, bruh? Like the song is so unserious, right? That I'm seriously looking at it. I'm just like, yo, I'm not gonna cap. This shit was fun as fuck. I ain't gonna even cap, right? Like there's no way, like I could see this in a crowd, like at a concert being being done, and just everyone just actually having a good time as a live song. But as this song on this album, whew, yeah. I'm gonna stick at an 8. I'm gonna stick at an 8. It's very puzzling. It's very puzzling on the album, mainly because like of just the lyrical content. It's so fun, and I want to take the song serious, but then the serious is made to be unserious. But then the song also does include if we're relating it to Kokona and her coming out, is like you're just one of the bras, and who gives a fuck at the end of the day what somebody else says. At the end of the day, this is bro love, right?
Yeah, you're my bro, you're my dude. Like I said, it's
this is our code. We live by it.
It is. It's language I use a lot with everybody. It's language I use a lot with everybody. Whatever your gender expression is or how you identify, I always ask first, because I know some people are, uncomfortable with coded language. But to me, bad bitches also work for guys. Bitch also works for guys and girl and everybody. Like it is that trying to take a very very gendered words and making them mixed gendered, all inclusive. So that again, it is a fun song. It is a risk, this song. But I feel like now that we are coming to a close on the album, I feel like this whole album is a risk, and I will explain when we're done why I feel that way. But yes, definitely, yeah.
Now it's time for 4 Seasons. Okay. Right after we just fuck shit up with our bruh.
Scratching the surface, latching these words inside. It's more than just a purpose. I know you deserve it. Yeah, no. Can't find the reason why all this blue inside. Wish I knew we were running out of time. Started in January, done in a minute, thought it was summer.
It's so weird going from
My bruh
to
to
this.
my sis.
Yeah, I mean, I think when we watched the video, we rated this a 10 out of 10. It still holds
Yeah.
up. It's such a lovely song, and
Yeah.
all the vocals on it are so. These girls can sing, and I love that echo effect because it just feels like a voice that you're recollecting, but you can almost hear it. You're grasping at it, and there's a
Yeah.
lot of that in this song. I know alphas in our comment section have let us know that the writer of the song, I believe they said they wrote the song about their mother, and you
Mhm.
know their feelings of misconnection and things like that. And um yeah, it's just such a beautiful song. But I'm thinking like it really does feel so shocking going from that to this. Yeah. Yeah, but if you want our full thoughts on it, like the song still holds up. It is so lovely,
Yeah.
but yeah, you could check out our
We did.
MV reaction and the obsession about it.
Yeah, because we did 2 videos on it.
Mm,
So, but yeah, 10 out of 10. I'm ballad bias at this point, so it's
yeah.
a 10 out of 10 bias plus one because I love ballads. What sold it, quick thoughts was what sold it for us was really the ending, the harmonization, especially.
Mm-hmm.
Lovely song, and I just its placement following up my bruh, man, crazy. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess with that said, let's see what PS 118 version is going to be with the members themselves. So let's check that out. Bring it back to the boom bap.
Let me talk to him.
Talk to us.
Destination out of this world is space travel.
Okay.
New heights, I'm seeing new lights, so change levels. More space is first an exhibition. XG on an expedition. Gonna wave, didn't mean to shake the globe, it just happened to rattle. That all intergalactic beastie girl mashing, more flashed in fashion. Grandmaster blasted way past the atmos. Laughing at these rappers. Y'all ain't hip hop, your lip syncing with captions. Half of y'all back in tracks is tracks that you couldn't process. They try to test me. Me and my girls staying stress free. You can tell by the way that we walking, we awesome, waltzing, flossing, with everything shining.
You know what? I don't mind it. I don't mind it. I like having the other girls on the track.
Yeah.
I think both versions have their own flavor to them. And I don't believe one is more or less than the other. I think they're both quite equally enjoyable. But yeah, that's 10 out of 10. I love that song. I fucking love the groove. I love that
Yeah.
song. 10 out of 10 song. And I really appreciate the other group members coming in and adding their own flavor to it. Yeah, but I am quite interested to. It's Jurin who did
Yes.
the single release, right? I'm quite interested why it's Jurin and Rhapsody for the single release as opposed to the. But like again, like I said at the beginning, uh, other artists have done that, but I would like to be a fly on the wall for why that decision was made. And my only guess would be, since they are trying to fully tap into the global market, that extending a hand to have a feature on the track with artists from the West, allows for that. So yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. 10 out of 10 song. I could listen to PS 118 over and over and over again. And I have to say, for how the album begins with the intro and Gala to ending with PS 118, to me it is like a lovely little bookend for that intergalactic space feeling. Um so yeah, and shout out to that lyric, intergalactic beastie girls. Like, yeah, that was I really do like going back and listening and like picking up on the lyrics without um I don't want people to think when I say this that it's a bad thing, but sometimes music videos can be distracting. I've talked about this in other things that we've watched, that I'm more so focused on the visuals than the lyrics themselves. So listening to the track on its own allows me to really absorb it and take it in.
Yeah. The lyric that had Twitter in a I guess you say in a frenzy was y'all ain't hip hop, y'all lip syncing with captions. Right. So that had a lot of people pressed on Twitter. Because I was wondering where is that lyric coming from that they were quoting on XG's album. So I was waiting the entire album to hear this lyric, and I was like, oh, like I didn't hear it in any other song, not even in my bruh, right? But we got it in PS 118, and a lot of people are being like, yeah, a great message, but what about the messenger, right? Type of deal. And yeah, you got a lot of people causing controversy over that and whatnot, where people are just like, it's a great message, but we don't know about the messenger. Basically our lyricist that says the lyric, they're like, yeah, that's the right message, but they don't think that she should be the messenger, the one saying that.
Why?
And that is just some hating ass shit, legitimately.
Oh.
That's what it comes down to. It's always some
No,
hating
okay,
ass
no,
shit.
you're
Yeah.
no, you're 100% right. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, we've had this conversation. We've gone round and round when we discuss appropriation versus appreciation.
Yeah.
And I really feel like at this point in time, nobody knows how to differentiate between the two.
Nah.
And I also think when it comes to, especially as far as I'm aware, all these young women are Japanese. So
Mhm.
throwing in that lyric about closed captioning is also people needing to read, you know, the lyrics instead of just listening to the music. So it's like there's a lot of doublespeak happening there. But to take it in a form of, well, she can't say that because she's rapping it or however, I think that that's quite disingenuous.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're all allowed our opinion, but I do think that that's such a weird take to have.
I do so too. And it just goes to show that I've seen, since XG has come out, right, that it's a lot of goal posting, goal post moving that we have going on. A lot of people in the beginning was just like, all right, well, what is XG? Is XG a K-pop group? Or are they, a Japanese group? Or what is it, right? And whenever like XG responds and gives people, essentially the critics, what they want, it's now we got to move the goalposts further. One big criticism of them was that, all right, they're not writing their own raps, but now they're credited here in the song itself, right? How come they don't have, other people of color or work with people of color? All right, well, they've of course worked with multiple producers and other people of color, had Rhapsody in the MV. Then the R&B, there's just it's a never ending battle with these people that want to detract from XG. And when they answer the bell, it's crickets. And how can we continue to push the goalposts so that they can be accepted? Because I asked this question before, like, why is the views so low for XG's video? And obviously there's many different reasons why, right? That can be the case, but I don't know what the biggest adversity per se is with like some of this people online, like, and that's because now that I've seen more and more, when you check for XG stuff constantly, Twitter will start to show you everything that goes on, right? That's just how these algorithms are. So now that my algorithm was a little bit more tuned to XG, I'm just seeing a lot of the visceral hate and whatnot that they've been receiving by like random stands of just people, detractors in general, especially for how talented this group is and the production that goes into their videos and everything. So it was just one of those things that's pretty puzzling. Not that people and artists don't have haters, regardless anywhere, but it was just the type of hate, that was being thrown their way when these girls, of course, are talented, and people are just trying to discount that essentially. A lot of people discount it because they want to look at it as being that they're K-pop trained. or they're manufactured and whatnot. In terms of that's what they want to throw at XG, even though XG is not a K-pop group. You know, they might have training where anybody could have training anywhere, right?
Mm.
So I just thought about that this lyric here about why people had such a visceral reaction to it, and a lot of it is very disingenuous, very disingenuous. Yeah.
I'll be honest. I think if you're gonna have that take, you have to have it with the bro song, because, like I
Hmm.
said, some of the lyrics in that I'm just like, oh, we
Yeah.
are just throwing out words. Again,
Yeah.
fun song, but it is very like I kind of gotta side eye it just a
Hmm.
little bit, but I also understand the take on that song as well. But to
Hmm.
have it about it, PS 118 to me does quite feel disingenuous.
Hmm.
be- In watching the video, in choosing or asking Rhapsody to come on the single release,
Hmm.
and it feels very we're appreciating the style that's influenced our music, because we
Yeah.
can hear that, especially throughout the first half of the album, how hip hop and R&B has influenced their sound. Um, and now, we could go into a deeper conversation of how African American culture, music, and style and vernacular have been co-opted by the globe. Um, we could talk about that, but that would be a whole long video, and then I would, like, for me personally, I would have to bring in other artists where we can really see the difference between appropriation and appreciation. But like I said, even in this album, you could find a little bit of appropriation, just a bit. I'm not saying that they're not without scrutiny or without criticism, um, but I do think it is just weird that people chose that lyric from that song to be, oh no, you can't say that. You
Yeah.
shouldn't be you shouldn't be the one delivering that message, and it's just like, "Okay, but why?"
Yeah. And
But
who and
anyway,
who and why
and who
and who and who
and
who
and if we're
who
gonna
is
talk about
eligible? Yeah.
manufactured, yeah, if we're gonna talk about manufactured, how many pop stars are quite manufactured and, run the gamut of TV star to pop star? Or, I know a lot of people would love to think that a lot of rappers are homegrown, and sure, it used to be that way, but it's not truly that way these days.
No.
So,
Especially when
what
you
are we
got
cherry?
like, one major rapper and they have like 12 different people on that accredited for the song that they rap. So I like a lot of people believe they know so much about the music industry and then end up knowing just literally a drop in it.
Girl, let me
And
tell you,
yeah,
talk about co-opting gendered language. Girl, let me tell
yeah.
you,
Like
like,
a lot of people believe they know and they just actually just don't. You know, they just don't. But to bring it all back to the actually album, I think when you add up all of our scores, it comes out to about a 9. Um,
hmm.
yeah, about a 9 for, and that's 9 out of like for 9 songs, right? Because we're not grading the intro. Didn't even yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I am,
Oh, all right, I
but
did it.
okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, I
sorry,
didn't.
something just hit.
That was you're
Sorry,
good.
sorry. Go ahead. Yes,
Yeah,
I'm okay.
yeah, yeah. I didn't grade the intro because it has no lyrics. I rarely grade intros. On albums. Um, but so I just only graded the other 9 songs, and it comes out to a score of 9. Um, Even with my broski, aka Orb, and how that song is honestly, it's funny. It's funny because it's not the song. Like I graded the song even higher than was it was it not good? Yeah, no good. Yeah, I think I actually like Orb more than no good, which is kind of funny. Um, yeah, it's kind of funny
Right.
how like yeah the song is it's the song funny enough it's one of the songs I will remember the most that XG has done.
I'll give it that.
Yeah,
I will give it that. I wholeheartedly agree with that sentiment
yeah,
about that song. I
yeah.
personally think I'm more at an 8 with the album, because I'm thinking along the line of how I feel about the cohesive nature of it.
Mm-hmm.
Coming in, leaving with the thought process of we're trying every genre. You can do that on an album, but I feel
Mm-hmm.
like it needs to be cohesive. I feel like there's a lack of cohesion happening somewhere in the middle. Like especially going from Bro to Four Seasons, it
Mm-hmm.
feels like a weird drop off. Like, and I don't mean in quality, I mean
Mm-hmm.
just, genre wise. Um, yeah. I think it's a fun experimental album. Um, that they're dipping their toes into all these different things, trying to show off their skills, seeing what works, and I'm hoping that by the next album something solidifies a bit more. Um,
You mean next full album?
yeah, next full album. Because you could do an EP and you could throw on so many different tracks and, see
Yeah.
what lands, but uh yeah, I think it is an enjoyable album. I'm walking away with at least 50% of the songs that I'm going to download and listen to over and over again. And then other ones that I'm just like, I gotta give it time. I gotta
Mm-hmm.
give it some time to listen to again, see how I really feel about it. All in all, this being our first XG album experience, it was enjoyable.
Mm-hmm.
I liked them. It just solidified how much I like them. And am very much prepared to step in. I want to say we're alphas, but I don't know how other alphas are gonna feel after I said all that mess. But um I'm a fan, that's for sure. And I'm along for the ride. Like I'm hanging, like gripping onto the spaceship as it takes off
Mm-hmm.
into flight, or the submarine that's going deep down into the ocean. I'm just
Yeah.
like I'm there. I'm excited to see how they grow, especially now that since you mentioned that they really are pushing for a more global image, and I think that's good. I hope that that pays off.
Mm-hmm.
I am worried because there is a lot of obviously stereotyping and bigotry and um all that stuff that comes with someone who doesn't look like or what people perceive that you're meant to be a Western artist.
Yeah.
Um,
We know
but it's
how
2026, man.
yeah. We
It's
know how the
2026. I think
the
a
industry
lot of people got to
fits.
let that go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The industry even in 2026 we saw how they did Anne Marie. If you remember how that whole debacle was,
Yeah.
right?
No, I'm thinking about a bunch of other like my hope is with how big Cat's Eye has gotten, how big K-pop Demon Hunters, Rayami, Abrina, EJ have gotten in the last year that people take take Eastern artists more seriously, or those that have been in
Mhm.
like the Eastern entertainment training program kind of thing. Um and allow them to flourish here on the West.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we can't just keep cutting ourselves off to things. They're good. They have a lot of potential, and it feels like I don't know, after especially after watching that voice performance, I don't know if that was the best introduction for them on the at least the US market, but I also feel like that's like Girls' Generation on the David Letterman show all those years
Mhm.
ago, right? Where it's just like, ah, yeah, this could work, but I'm not too sure if this was the television audience that's meant for what
Mhm.
this group is bringing. So I hope that XG can do what Girls' Generation sadly couldn't achieve here.
Mhm.
Um,
What the
and
Warner
kind of what
Girls
Black
wasn't able to fully do either. Yeah.
right. Um, what Perfume too, because Perfume tried to come over here as well. Baby Metal is big here, but Baby Metal isn't big
Yeah.
here.
It's just you
Um,
have your Blackpink and BTS
yeah.
in terms of the well, let me just use
Oh,
Blackpink.
and There's one other girl group that people over here really like.
From K-pop.
New Jeans?
New Jeans is New Jeans is no more at this point. Yeah, yeah. Unfortunately,
My bad.
yeah,
My bad, y'all. I remember I remember hearing
yeah.
about that. Yes, you're right. But yeah, I mean, all that to say, I cannot wait to see what is next for XG. I had a lot
Mm.
of fun listening to the album. Um, and I can't wait to read in the comments what you guys think. I have to go back and look at the comments for our Hypnotize and the Yap session.
Mhm.
The songs that people were like, you guys are gonna love this, and now I can't wait to be like, were you right? Right or were you wrong? I think overall though, it was a positive experience.
Mhm.
Right. I don't think none of our scores hit below a 7. So
No,
that's good.
yeah, like, and even if they like, like for future reference, folks, even if a song did hit below a 7, or 6 or 5, or
Just gonna have
we
to you're just gonna have to get over
yeah,
it.
nah, not even
Sorry, go
that.
ahead.
Like, yeah, it just it would be it is what it is.
What it is, yeah.
Like, I don't think there's a song particularly on this album that, like, even with, like, obviously the one that sticks out the most, the one that's gonna get the most commentary from us was obviously Reed's Bro, right? And I'm just looking at other people's reactions to the song, you know, as I was looking at it too, and people were just like, bro, they was not expecting that. I say bro a lot as it is, right? And that's why I'm like, you know, I understand the context of the song. If another person were to hear that song and just, they know, if you give this album and you say, hey, you know nothing about XG, I wonder what a complete random stranger would, you know, think about this album itself, right?
We gotta
Because
bring back Strangers React. Me and you
yeah,
gotta bring back Strangers.
like, hey, we want you to listen to, take 30 minutes and listen to this entire album.
Yeah.
You know, like, and I just wonder what a random person that's never heard XG would think of this entire album as one whole play. Because, like, you know, like I said earlier, there are albums that have themes and they're baked and shaped around the tracking. The generation nowadays is going away from caring about the tracking, which I particularly don't like, right? Like me, I like structure when it
Same.
comes to the tracking of album, and I believe it's important. You know, Pink Panthers is an artist who I listen to every now and then, but she, you know, has talked about how she doesn't really care about the tracking of songs, and I think that's sad. As a person who loves music / worked in the music field and just thinks about how you meticulously put songs on an album to construct it. So when you don't have complete, like, if your album can have multiple different genres, right, and then circle and orbit around a complete meaning, and you know, I feel like that's great. But even if your album doesn't, because, like, for instance, we like the Kylie Minogue album that we listened to, the Tension, you know, when it eventually came out, we saw that, okay, it wasn't meant to fit one whole entire theme, but it was a collection of songs. It's still circled around, like, the same genres, right?
Yeah, there was a
Yeah.
cohesion.
There's a cohesion there in the genres. The cohesion in this one is that there is no cohesion in terms of the genres, but more so that this is supposed to be music to make people feel good, no matter the genre, right? That's what the biggest thing that I'm seeing, and from their own words, what they were trying to portray with this particular album. And I can see that, you know, you're trying to make songs for everybody to fit in or feel appreciated or feel that, you know, if you play this song is the one for you, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I can see for other people, if they're, for people who listen to albums, especially for people who are even more diehard with the tracking than me, that as an album, this might be a hard sell because they're looking for that one general theme that fits and brings everything together. But that's what XG is trying to push with X pop, you know, the term that they've coined, the term that they want to continue to push. And it's one that I hope does pay off for them. It's a hard market out here, you know, in the West. It's hard for literally, like, artists blow up for the smallest reasons, and most random reasons, whether it's manufactured or it happens organically. I mean, Jesus, we have AI artists that are blowing up that people are questioning, are these people even real? You know, And that stuff is legitimately organic, that you listen to an artist and now you have to think, oh my god, is this person AI? And but did the song make you feel good? Well, that's kind of what XG's point is trying to come across. Their songs to make that they want to make them feel good. But in the West here, it's anything goes to a point, because there are clear detractors like BTS. Think about how all right, so if you think about how BTS eventually became undeniable, and that's what actually is gonna have to become undeniable. Like with BTS, their first actual outing on one of our music shows, the US market, because they felt that BTS was they had some traction behind them, they waited until literally, if it's a 2 hour award show, they literally waited until 10 minutes left to keep the ratings up for BTS to finally perform, for them to perform like 1-2 songs and then dip and then end the show, because they knew that people were waiting and they saw the awards for them. They kept doing that for like the first 2 awards until BTS finally released an English song, and popularity just took over. They took over the charts and everything. But of course, South Korea having mandatory military, that pretty much derailed BTS in terms of its success in what could have been a whole like maybe 4 or 5 years of dominance. But they're making a comeback this year, and it's supposed to be one of the biggest things. Blackpink haven't had the same exact wave of craziness like BTS, but so much so that their concerts were selling like hotcakes, right? And people were paying, thousands upon thousands of dollars, right? But that market is very, Blackpink just didn't release songs, right? That's their whole game plan. They're not there to just only release songs. Now we talked about Girls' Generation. We could talk about Wonder Girls, talk about, I think you mentioned Perfume, and so many other Asian, artists.
Think about Boa. Oh man,
yes, Boa
I
even
think the
tried
biggest
to,
one.
yes,
Yeah.
even we're talking about people with the machine behind them, and they would have millions upon millions of dollars to pump behind these artists, and still not get the respect that they would deserve in their artistry. So when people are chirping about this one lyric that's in the PS 118 song, and talking about, yeah, great message, maybe not the right messenger type of thing, this type of discrimination and whatnot, that is going to be amplified. And so, and then Kokona coming out is non-binary, right? Like with the current political landscape and how people will attach that to music too, like this is a major thing going on in the West that I hope Simon and XG will brace themselves for, because it is this market here, there's just so much hate when you don't look like the artist that these people want to put on the pedestal and whatnot. And that's not saying artists that are pretty that are at the top of the game right now, didn't get that platform without any type of sacrifice or anything like that. But it's just like, come on, bro. Like the hatred that is within this community that doesn't get talked about by the masses, because we could just sweep it under the rug and whatnot. Like that's the one thing I'm just worried about when it comes to just any other artists, especially Asian artists trying to break into the Western field. Like, I think it's admirable, because someone's eventually going to, another artist will become undeniable. But it's just one of those things that when people say this, everyone, it's like, oh man, are they prepared for the bullshit? Because it is a lot of bullshit.
I mean, the K-pop Demon Hunter girlies had to deal with you guys are AI because they are voicing animated characters, and a lot of people had to be like, no, this isn't AI. These are voice actors and singers who are just singing for an animated character. But I will say that my last thought, I'm kind of happy XG and their company is like, we're going global.
Yeah.
because I was starting to fear that even if XG did or does, and I hope they do get big here and in the States and globally, what would have happened is what happens with a lot of Japanese artists where Japan's just like, nope,
Hmm.
and hides them and hoards them away just for the Japanese market. Now it it is what it is, right? But we also, because we've also been in the game for so long and we've loved Japanese entertainment, Japanese
Yeah.
musical artists of all kinds of genres, we very much know how it is like, well, why aren't they on music shows over here? Why isn't their album here when enough of us are clamoring for them? Why can't we react to their music videos
Yeah.
or their albums? So my hope is that X is just like, yeah, we're gonna make sure that doesn't happen to us.
Yeah.
Um, and I wish nothing but the most success for them. Um, and I don't know, I feel like I think even uh when you have anything that I think queer people and women love and clamor to, like a group like XG, it's going to be the norm, and it's just normalized now throughout all kinds of music
Hmm.
because it happened in disco here in the States, right? It happens with boy groups, it happens with girl groups, that it's like it's viewed as less than. The other caveat is that they're an Asian girl group, so they're also going to receive that hate of like they don't belong here kind of thing, and they
Yeah.
belong everywhere. Um, so it's going to be interesting. All, again, all in all, fun album, very
Yeah.
experimental. Um, I'm settling my score at an 8. Uh, and I can't wait for the next one. So yeah.
Yeah.
Can't wait for the next one. Can't wait for the next music video too, though, because I do love their music videos a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. Folks, that is the XG the core album Yap session. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section down below, and we will be catching you guys for the next video. So stay tuned, everybody. I already know. Doses.